Hey guys, it's the One Spoon. I'm doing a game called Whispers Room 6. It's just going to be a video walkthrough. As you can see, I already did the game once, and I'm just going to start a new game right from the beginning. So this game is an escape type game where you go to a motel and you end up having to try to escape it. There ends up being a bit of a horror story to it. They made it to try to be a scarier game. In the credits at the end, you see it's about 15 people that made this game, so that's a pretty good amount. And I actually thought it was a pretty good game. Just the animations they put through it, and like sure, it's just another point and click and try to figure out where to go and when to go. But they branched off a little by having quite a good animations in it and a good storyline to it. It's not like I've done another one that was basically you make it to the end and then you die and then it's over. So it's kind of disappointing when you spend, I don't know, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour on one of these games and it ends up being not even worth your time at all. So I appreciate how this game actually, like, a speed run is probably about 14 minutes. The ending itself, I'd say it's around 8 minutes. In animations in total, there's probably, I don't know, maybe 4 to 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes during the actual gameplay time. So it's not one of those games where you're constantly involved, but it's where you'll play and then you could sit back and just read what they have to say. There's lots of things you can check out in this game. You know how to say a little thing here or there. I did a lot of the checking out in my first run through, but this second run through is just strictly a walkthrough to show you how to finish every part of this successfully and get to the end game. I'm gonna keep the very end of this out as a spoiler type thing. So if you guys want to get to it yourself or watch it separately, I will have a link in the actual video itself for you guys to go there. I had troubles in this area right here because sometimes the keys won't turn. Like here I'm trying to turn it, but it's kind of funky. So if you click outside of it and then go pick up the key, just click it once I believe, then go click and hold over the keyhole and like rotate it around like that, like I just did there, you'll get it. And but you have to let go. Like that one I got pretty fast. The key is, or the code is 425. That's actually on the door itself. So if you miss that, that's where you find the code. Um, as you saw, there's a scary little spider, and your family just arrived in your hotel room. But this hotel room is actually like a haunted type hotel room. Um, if you look in the logbook, it says the last people that came here was in 1958, and the time in this story is approximately 1965 if I took that away properly from this game, which I really hope I did. But so that's, I don't know, 7 years without anything going on in this hotel. It's a little creepy, you know, a little haunted. But at the end, if you watch the end video, you will understand everything about what I'm talking right now. So I'd advise you to watch it afterwards. If you aren't gonna play the game, or you just want to check it out, just have someone a video of it instead of making your way there yourself, because it does take quite a bit of time for this game. Like it took me 15 minutes on a speed run, well, actually 14 minutes until the end animation. So if you don't want to spend anywhere from 14 to, like, I don't know, an hour, if you have troubles figuring out yourself, then just go ahead and watch the video. It'll do you wonders. So those pieces I just picked up, they're kind of they're very essential because I'm pretty sure you need to read the note at the end to find where to find the end treasure. And that, sorry, I did not do it purposely. That's I don't know, I guess that's like a ghost message. You'll understand when you watch the end video because okay, the entire story you're kind of like put in the middle of a story and you have to work your way through it, and you see little animations that kind of are there, but there isn't anything like no story behind them really. So when you actually finish the game, the entire story is actually shown to you, so it allows for a larger level of understanding. These bolts I found, if you go straight up actually and then rotate 2 times fully, that they work like on like the first try. Because I was trying them, like just starting with an angle or whatever, and it didn't really work. So I don't know. That's just my personal technique I used. If you guys would like to use it, if you don't, that's perfectly fine with me. If you find a way that works like perfect every single time you try it, then all the power to you. Because I had some troubles. Like those keys in the doors, those things were a pain in the ass. Like seriously, man. Like it shouldn't be that hard to open a key, but they made it quite difficult. Yeah, but anyways, I enjoy this game actually, just due to the fact like how much effort they put into all the animations, and the actual ending is actually it makes you feel satisfied, like you spent your time and it wasn't wasted. You actually get a nice reward at the end of the game. It's not like, okay, you finished, game over, and you're sitting there scratching your head going WTF because it was that stupid, the ending. And actually, I don't know, it does a good job at trying to be scary. Like, I don't know, I wasn't like scared, but it's kind of like gives you like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Ooh, wow, that was pretty cool type thing. But I don't know, I don't really get scared that easily. Um, if you're one of those people that jump at anything, then this game might be a little scary for you. But hey, if you get scared, that means that the developers of this game did a good job at doing what they do. And congrats to them. And no, I really like as a game player, I appreciate when a team like goes and makes a good game. Like there's people like sure there's people just getting started, I'm guessing, with gaming, uh but the good gaming comes from people who actually take their time and actually already have a good grasp at what they're doing, and they actually have a team doing multitudes of things just to create one final product, and this is something that they did a good job at, I would say. Um, to anybody who doesn't like this game, uh, hey, damn you, it's a good game, but these type of games aren't for everybody. Some people might get bored just like the point and click adventure. They could be more, like a not really a more puzzle player, but more of an action player, or even like a shooter type person. But if you like me, I appreciate all games except for bad games. Bad games are not fun. Okay, the blue fuse goes in the middle, the yellow on the left, and the red on the right. I just wanted to throw that out there. Sorry I'm not doing much of a good job explaining in this game. I'm just kind of talking, but this game is pretty self-explanatory, just like where I'm clicking. Like there's a few parts like I was telling you about, like the keys and like the lug nuts, where they're actually interactive, and you have to have some sort of strategy to go forward and actually possibly go somewhere in the game. Like, but for the most part, you can just see, okay, in this box, there's, in the very bottom, there's a flashlight, and then there's a letter on the top. There's nothing else. You just have to drag this stuff over. Um, there's your umbrella. Oh, this is pretty cool. Once you move your flashlight over a certain percentage of the screen, it'll give you a little startle. Like this part startled me. The very first time I played the game. The second time it even kind of startled me because the first time it was when I put the flashlight over the tree that the cat jumped out. But then I realized when I was like doing the mirror parts and the sign parts, that it's actually once you clear like a certain percentage of the sign, like you could do not even where you're supposed to, but just do everywhere that you're not supposed to, and it would still trigger the animation. Sorry, I'm just trying to like think of how they actually like made the game, like programmed it or whatever. This part where you're removing the screws with a crowbar, actually, that's a really easy. You just click and then down, up, let go. Click, down, up, let go. It's not. There's nothing complex. It actually works when you do it. It's not like the clockwise ones where you have to do like some weird animation and only works like 1 out of 5 times. That one, and at the very end, you'll be using an axe, and it works the exact same way. You just click down and up, click down and up. Just do that a multiple amount of times, and it will work. There's also the hammer when you're first getting into this left room that leads the room before this kitchen, like the living room, I believe it was called. You just click with the hammer. This part is very easy. It's like the note. You just click and drag, and then after you'll have a pack of no I don't know. I guess like you know those like what toothpaste comes in. You get one of those, but with glue in it. I already picked it up. I didn't realize it. And you're just it's a it's connect the dots like from when you're little. Just we're doing it again in the game. Just I know this. Well, I don't know. Like that's just what it thought. It's what it reminded me of. Cause when I was little, I remember doing like connect the dots in the books or whatever. And this is basically the exact same thing. Like connect the dots. Just click, 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 following the dots that pop up, and then you will glue the cup. They will be fixed, and you will be allowed out of the kitchen. Also, pick up the shovel in the kitchen. I already picked it up, but make sure you don't forget the shovel. And then there's one more piece of the note. Um, I myself forgot a piece in the bathtub, I believe, but I'm gonna go get it right away. It might not have even unlocked until after I went out because, well, I think it was unlocked as soon as the screaming voice was there, but boom, there it is. There's one more piece. Let me try and remember. Maybe on the painting in the front, because I know that there's a piece in this closet, but I already got it. But I'm pretty sure it's yeah in the painting on the left side. That one I got the first time I did it, first playthrough. That's the first note I got, and then it was the last on this one. Um, that piece of paper basically said some, some little poemy type thing, and it says dig underneath the tree. If you click around, you'll figure that that dark area in the very front is where it is. You just click twice every time the shovel animation is done, and you will dig a nice little hole, and you find a diary. Congratulations! You just won a new diary, but it's been used. And I think I heard some screaming voices or something in the bathtub. And this game is just coming to a conclusion. Man, this game really reminded me of The Ring or like the Grudge Girl. In you know how like the white clothes, the long black hair, the pale face type thing. You know they don't look human. Like if you look at a normal human, they have like like a nice complexion, not like pale like zombie ghostish white. So I don't know. I just kind of brought that up for the fun of it, cause I'm cool. Cause I'm cool and I'm not a zombie. But anyways, there's your daughter. She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You guys passed out." But my question is, if he did just pass out in the bathtub, then why the hell does he still have everything? You know, it's not like maybe they just passed out and like they both had like some crazy got gassed and kidnapped and they either like dropped on their face a few times so they can't remember shit because their memory broke. But anyways, he went through, did it. He saw the stuff. I think he realized he has the diary, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is brutal. I need to leave. This place is haunted." I tried to go the way I went in. That's the first. That's why I did the first time I played as well. And then I realized, it's like, oh wait, I actually did that first time. But anyways, the game's coming to a conclusion. I just got to chop down a tree with an axe, and you should check out the end of the video or the conclusion if you want to. Um, but anyways, One Spoon signing out, and I really hope you tune in. The ending is well worth it to watch it. Bye, guys.